Okay then. Presumably, we're streaming. I suppose I should check that real quick. Yeah, it looks like it. Okay. I apologize if I seem out of it and for probably the shortness of tonight's streaming. I seem to have developed a cold and haven't been able to sleep much today. It's not fun, but I'll get better eventually. It's whatever, I guess. Yay. Oh, I'm tired and I haven't done anything today. Zoo. Za. Let's see, where were we? Oh, the great Cabinzo. Oh. Oh, you're so cute there, Otter. Didn't mean to cut you off there, boy. That is a sweet sword. Shame it's boxy. I'm more than stacked with what I need for what I have, I'm sure. So I'm here for a reason. I don't think I got any more of the things. I must have just finished crafting more food. Let's go, Otter. Where did we want to go next? There's clearly lots to do around here. Go to Gustavin Gulch. Hello. A fancily dressed goblin steps forward. Hey, hello, being a mayor. Welcome. Now going away, please. Gary taps you on the shoulder. What's up, Gary? It's okay. I will handle this. Gary and the mayor converse for a bit. Too quickly for you to follow what they're saying. What did he say? He is saying okay for giving dynamite. Boom. But you having riddling first. Riddling? Yes. A contest game. Okay. Let's having it. The mayor clears his throat. A crazy thing, having no legs at morning and no legs afternoon, also no legs having at night. What is that? You glance at Gary. Hey, Gary, no helping. That would be cheating. Bad. An egg. Okay, yes, an egg having no legs ever. Correct. Well, instead of hatching into something with legs having. But they're not an egg anymore, so who caring? Okay, sure. Next riddle. You ready? Yep. More eating, lighter getting, shorter living. What am I? A mayor. Okay, yes, I am a mayor. Correct. Hooray. Okay, one more riddling. Ready? Yeah, I already know the answers to these, so. I don't know if I have the voice to do a bunch of extra things, but we'll see what I can do. This stream might be very short. Yep. Okay, last riddle. Here it is. Oh, here is it. Metal thing with little teeth in a hole will turn around. Entrance to my house is found. Where is it? In your hat? No! Did looking there already. Rats. Hooray! Hello! Hello, Gull Village. Nice to introducing you. I must admit, I am curious. I'll let you do the talking. Okay, a goblin right here standing. Let's greeting at them. Oh, also, Gary found a key. May be important here. Thank you. I don't think I can get that first. I'd like to try the riddle again. Okay, ready. Okay, last riddle. I have it. Here. Yay, you solving it. You winning riddling contest for sure. Hooray! Here, you can dynamite havoc. Don't eating it all at once. Don't worry, I won't. Let's go, Water. That was fun. Um. Ooh. Shot rings out, something buzzing past you. You quickly dive behind a rock, just in case these two things are connected. Not just say someone hunting nearby, and also there's a bee. Peering carefully around your rock, you eventually spot movement in the underbrush. It's a hunter with an old-fashioned matchlock rifle and a cloak with leaves stuck to it, which is less effective as camouflage than it sounds, because all the trees around here are pine trees. You also notice he's been iron on a very long time, which you can infer from the way he's literally a skeleton. I'll use magic to escape. You have fancy little bead magic. Bead might sprout out of the ground around the hunter's skeleton, tangling his legs, and more importantly, his rifle, which seems like a pretty good trick that will be useful in a real fight, and not just some one-off random encounter, doesn't it? Anyway, you right away quickly before the skeleton gets his gun armed for aim. Hi there, sparkly teeth. Howdy, what can I do for you? Well, what do you have on the menu? A menu? What are you talking about? Is this a walk-up style restaurant? What? No, I'm the silver plater. I plate things in silver, you know? Oh, I thought your sign was... Even though we discovered this from knowing what this place was, but whatever. There it is, reveals a full set of silver-plated teeth. So, easily plated? What about it? Look me now. I can plate that hat you're wearing. People silver hats get more done, they say. How about something else? Plate your melee weapon. It'll do more damage that way. I can plate your pistol. It'll do more damage. He looks thoroughly through your pack end. A turnip. That's an interesting challenge. Say, it's a friendly tongue you've got there. I could plate that for sure. My actual tongue? The one in my head? Yep. Plate my tongue. Well, anything for a weird life. Go ahead and silver plate my tongue. Why not? You lose 2,000 meat. Oh, why as you possibly can. The process is extremely painful. You get a perk, silver tongue. And immediately afterward, you ask him for a complete refund, and he gives it to you. It works! I love that one. Completely free. +3 Moxie. Free bonus. Don't quite have enough for the turnip yet. This side to it says silver plater. This guy covers things with silver to make them, well, silver. Ooh, can a man make you carry silver? That would be expensive, and I'm guessing it would probably kill you. Bah, no good is that. Indeed. I'm sure you'd be pretty, though. I really want to do the pickle factory quest. I'd rather have a guide up the time, and I don't have the energy to look at it right now. I'm hoping at some point. But maybe, since Vega is currently playing fighting games with Syrup, Snowy, and their friend Nixie, that if they switch to Super Smash Bros. While I'm still on, maybe I can play that as well. I don't know if I have the energy for it, and I'll probably be horrible. Both since I haven't played it in a while, and, well, my mind's barely here. Reboot him. That's a pile of bones. When you start to examine them, they simulate your skeleton. Just regular skeletons with nothing special on, except for the fact it's attacking you. Now to think about it, even that isn't particularly special. Well, gee, what a humdrum encounter. Ah, Saboom. You enjoy your one health? Ow. Where's the sound? Hold on. Why is my settings not saving? It keeps sending me back to the last person I played as before this player, and none of my settings are saving. That's weird. Oh no, my nose is running. I apologize. Whew. Anyway. Marching around like I own the place. Just because I'm a cultist. La 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 la. Oh, you're still over here. He's so cute. I just want to pick him up and take him with me. Maybe I actually have to do this unlock thing, so I might as well. Oh. Oh. Oh, there's a lift. Oh, there we go. Howdy, boss. Howdy, Smee. Stuck again? Yep, got ourselves one hell of a canyon to get across, and no material for bilgebrand. And it is. There's an old mine town up north called Brentwood. They opened a lumber camp after the mines dried up. If you can fix a deal with them for the lumber we need, I can handle the engineering side of things. Of course, anything you can find to build a bridge out of is fine by me. But that seems like the simplest option. Uh, excuse me. Pardon. Excuse me. Blue rag. Whoa. Aye. Frantic flailing man has just burst out of the woods and is running straight at you. He's wearing a strange dome-shaped metal hat, which bristles with wires and protrusions that crackle intermittently with bright blue sparks. He seems upset. Yarg! Trying to calm down and examine his hat. Whoa, whoa, come on, pull it. I'm not gonna hurt you. The voice, it speaks! Yeah? That's me telling you to cool it. What is that thing on your head? These bulbs colors look a little bit like stuff my kid brother's always messing with. Little cup kid. Yeah! Plop and blue light blinds you momentarily. Your vision comes, the young man is lying with his eyes rolled all the way back to the head. Yeesh, poor guy. Poor human. Such a bad brains to having. You pick the strange helmet and sew it carefully in your back. Crazy electric helmet. Alrighty. Wonder if the professor has anything to say about it. Hello. No, God tell me about a place near. Cat place. Very weird place. I'll see you through it. Coast. Buttery biscuit. There's two old friends reminiscing about the good old times and occasionally showing one another their guns in a non-threatening way. Yeah. Pretty close. Ooh, shroom grow. I'll take that. Origin, that could be really useful. Experience. Heat resistance. Uh, yeah, a bunch of bandit pistols. Well, thanks. As are eating and drinking. Thank you. You read the book and learn all sorts of tricks for squeezing extra stuff out of cactuses and whatnot. Unfortunately, while practicing your technique, you accidentally squeeze the book into book juice, which turns out isn't even a real thing. Aw, the deliciousness. Good job, Gary. Oh, there goes my nose again. Okay, I think I need a heat resistance for something. There we go. This guy's just chilled by fire. Must not be a very good fire. Hello, stranger. I'm Hobart Bumper. You're what? Oh, I mean, hi, Hobart. I'm Bear Gardner. You seem like a traveler. Mind doing a fellow a favor? What's the favor? That is, my only dream in life is to see an owl skeleton. That's quite a dream. I heard they got one at the petting cemetery, but the what? Petting cemetery? Is that what it sounds like? Exactly what it sounds like. See? I got the meat for a ticket. Let alone? Nah, I got no prospects of paying it back. But I got a camera, and I figured if you went to the cemetery, you could take a picture of their owl skeleton and bring it back for me. Sure. Great. Thanks a bundle. An owl camera. It's a camera with an owl-shaped aperture. Okay, I'll be back. Okay, I'll be back. Okay, I'll be back. Owl. H. Holloway. And it's very locked. Give it. The footlocker contains the key to itself and a few miscellaneous sundries. You got the item Holloway's pin. I'm ready. La 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 la. Dunwich crouton. Poisson le Breton. Faces are all too old to be illegible. You said it. Give me the tombstone pizza. Ready? Petty cemetery. Howdy, welcome to Gorman Lancaster's one and only petty cemetery. It's educational and entertaintional, and only 500 B for a lifetime pass. Entertaintional? Look, don't knock the pattern, okay? Petty cemetery? That's right, a wide variety of guaranteed genuine animal skeletons, and you're free to touch them to your heart's content. Well, with your hands, that is. You're right. Can I feed them? You can try. Neat. Is you a membership, fella? That's exorbitant. It's a lifetime membership. If you were younger, it'd be worth more. Fair enough. I will take the agave nectar. Ah, travel. Ooh. Your travels are interrupted by a fairly disturbing sight. A skeleton covered in weird glowing mushrooms, which is shambling towards you and making angry hissing sounds and weird gestures. Hiss gesture. Weird, is that a goblin skeleton or something? Gross, no. I was just thinking, because of the mushrooms. Yes, can see that, but no. Correct your spellcasting. No, no, no. You're getting these gestures all wrong. You're not accounting for your arms being lighter than normal, so the momentum's all off kilter. Yes? I'll just say it without actually casting the spell. Watch closely. Wave your arms in a complicated pattern, which the skeleton observes and then duplicates. The spell causes all the mushrooms to explode, blowing them apart. Oh, poor thing. Hold on. This is melee. Oh, I want the bone. Gary! Are you thinking one? Really? What is it? A cactus. Biggest cactus I've ever seen, with goblins inside. Well, that does sound interesting and or weird. Old granddad. Whoop. You find a crate lying on the side of the road. It has lost touch of a mind stenciled on it. Is that way on the opposite corner of the territory? That's pretty lost. Look at the size of that thing. Oh, we're looking. Old granddad. What? Your granddad? Where? No, no, the really big cactus over there. A famous goblin place named Old Granddad. But goblins aren't related to cactuses? An honorary title. I see. Hug all the walls. Hold on. Oh, there we go. Hi, hi. No climbing for a human. What if wanting to climb? Hi, but no. This is much status. Here, give me leftovers for lunch if going away. I guess I need the quest first. Out in the open desert, among the rocks and dunes and underneath the scorching sun, you encounter a chef. That probably doesn't sound all that strange, comparatively, but hold on while I go into more detail. He has, somehow, hauled a full-size iron pot-belly stove out into this blistering hot hole, and is cooking something on it, though you can't tell what it is because all you see in the pan is fire. Rather than being drenched in sweat, he is literally steaming. Furthermore, he is muttering wildly to himself. Hotter, gotta be hotter. Hot, hot. Gotta cook it right through. Needs to be hot, hot, hotter, hotter. So, what's cooking? What is literally being cooked? Gazpacho soup. Oh, geez, I have bad news for you. What? Bad? Not hot enough? Not hot enough. Buddy, gazpacho soup is served cold. What? No. No! It's not true! Yeah, sorry. The chief runs off the desert screaming. As you watch him go, there's a clang behind you as the door of his stove falls off, the hinges having melted through. Got a stove door. Well, okay. Buffalo pile. Well, I bled in. Holy crud. Wow. Wow, wow. What is? Well, it appears to be a giant pile of buffalo skeletons. Why? I don't know. I guess it beats leaving them strewed all over everywhere. You hear a lot of activity down the corridor, chanting, shuffling, robes, and clattering bones. Scary stuff. You really shouldn't go down there. Go elsewhere. What? bunch of weird cards. Look at one. Oozing ghoul. Or oozing spine. Disgusting. Accursed chimera. Abyssal horse. Nauseating mutant. Acidic ghoul. Pestilent chimera. What kind of game is this? Spitting witch. Nauseating cinder. Hmm. Tallest lab, there's a skull-shaped indentation with a buffalo skull-shaped indentation where the normal human skull-shaped indentation should be. That's a good thing to keep in mind if you end up in possession of a bones necessary to fill the indentation. You look through the bars, see hundreds of buffalo human skeleton hybrids locked in there, 3 to a cell. The keys are hanging right next to the door. You could let some out if you wanted, but they all look pretty angry. Okay. Uh. Huzzah! Whoa. Man, that ranger. How dare you! There was no sound. There's no sound at all. Where's my sound? Try that again, with sound effects this time. Here we go. Yeah, about that. Your shelves are filled with hundreds of crates, each filled with buffalo and human bones, carefully sorted. You don't really have anything specific you want to do with human or buffalo bones right now, though, so while you appreciate how organized these guys are, there's really not anything for you right now. For now. This is clearly a good toilet. My toilet flesh and muscles are in fantastic shape. Little one container filled with reading material. Advanced Minecraft, volume 101, I think? I don't really know. Ooh. Usil bean. Blood beans. Ooh, these are so nice. Usil bean. You read the meditation techniques and spend a few hours practicing them. Unfortunately, you get so good at clearing your mind that you completely lose your memory of where you left the book. Dang it. Yes. Pile of trash next to the bad toilet. Sticky note. The note says, abracadabra. That's got to be important. You stick the note in your journal. The bones rule. A bottle of buffalo tranquilizers. Buff out buffalo tranquilizers. Another black hood. Is that the same as mine? It is. I have extra. Skull? Yeah. Frightening talk mix of next mix. Very sloppy cut. Lockpick in 3 requires 1,000, which I'm close to. But first, but milk after Icker might as well try to reanimate Wicker. That's too long to remember. Wait some more. And remember, Doug, Icker after milk, ritual smooth as silk. Okay, so milk and ichor. No, remember the rhyme. Milk after blood, ritual's a dud. So it's still milk. This is taking way too much of my thought process that I don't currently possess. Ichor after blood, way to go, stud. Why is Duck having so much trouble with this? So Ichor's after milk and blood, but milk is not after blood, so it's milk before blood. So milk, blood, ichor. I'll wait some more to make sure. Blood before ichor. So blood, ichor, yeah, for milk. Milk or ichor. Milk before ichor. Wait. What? Milk before ichor soldier wakes quicker, so milk before ichor, but ichor after milk. Yeah, because milk before ichor. Gosh, my brain. Blood, blood. This is not hard. I did this so easy the first time. My brain is fried. I am barely functioning. Uh, because I keep getting it and then immediately forgetting what I thought. Wow. So, Ichor's after milk and blood. So Ichor's last. Okay. No. Ichor after milk. Yeah. So it's last. Ah, milk before Ichor, yes. Okay. I'll just put milk here. And then see. Interesting. So it should be blood milk, right? Yeah. Well, yeah, Sucker's last. I don't know. Milk before blood. Ritual's good. So, milk, blood, ichor. I've said this like 5 times, but I cannot, for the life of me, remember it. Okay, so they're playing schoolgirls now. Hmm. Okay, leave. Excuse me. But maybe milk. Blood. Ichor. Visit the beaker makes a bubble. Steam rises weaker as the reaction intensifies. The intense heat of the reaction fuses the ichor spigot. I don't care if it's ichor. Into a useless mass of metal. How will it end? Bug senses what left the beaker is. Yes? Tell me, tell me. You left the beaker full of liquid that is unmistakably buffalo reanimating fluid. It's unmistakable because somehow the reaction caused the beaker to become labeled, and the label says it's buffalo reanimating fluid. That is impressive chemical reaction right there. Um, Still, bully for my character being so stupid to just keep it under there as it's boiling until it melts that off. But somehow my hands aren't hurt. My nose is somehow simultaneously running and stuffed. That's just science. Hey. Oh. How dare you? Don't touch my Gary. That's my Gary. Do it. Yeah, about that. Alrighty. Lockpicking expertise, number 3. I do too have use for them. Maybe I need the liquid in there first. Next room. Hi. Buffalo soldier diagram. There it is. Headphone coins, loose teeth, and grave dirt. Grab the bones for a soldier. Buffalo soldier bones. Thank you. Put the bones in the slab. You leave the bones in the indentation, unsure of what to do next. You start grabbing bottles of supplies from various shelves and drawers, working on the skeleton more or less at random. Some bones, some bone glue here, some artificial ligaments here, some horn polish, well, on the horns. That one is pretty obvious. Now all you need is, The funnel at the top says, pour reanimation fluid here. Do it. You pour the fluid into the funnel and watch as it travels down the spiraling glass tubes and stuff into the skeleton on the slab. After a few moments, the newly assembled buffalo soldier stirs to life. Welcome to the world. What's your name? Buffalo. Your name's just Buffalo? That seems a mite uncreative. You didn't let me finish. Sorry, go on. Buffalo? Buffalo. He pauses for some seconds. Okay, please make it Buffalo. Buffalo, what's... You still didn't let me finish. Alright. Go on then. Buffalo, Buffalo, Buffalo. So your name's Three Buffaloes? Bill. Your name's Bill? My name is Buffalo, 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 Bill. Pay attention. So, can you remember anything from before? I remember eating grass. Okay, that makes sense. Anything else? Shooting, lots of shooting, and people cheering. About the shooting? Okay, I can breathe a little bit better for a moment. Seems like you have the combined memories of your buffalo and human parts. That sounds accurate. Well, what will you do next? I guess I'll just wander around and try to find a purpose. You can travel with us. Well, sure, that sounds okay. But first I want to take care of something. Bill stomps off. You hear a crunch. Then a guy saying, "Hey, give back my rifle." Then you hear some rifle shots, some screams, and then some silence. Bill walks back into the room, smiling. You think, well, that about does it for this place, I'd say. If you could think of anything you'd like to do with the bones, I reckon they're all yours at this point. Got the perk Unlimited Bones. Let's get out of here. Buffalo, Buffalo, Buffalo Bill will now assist you in combat. Okay. Yay! Got a Buffalo, Buffalo, Buffalo Bill. He is so fast. Huzzah! Huzzah! Do. Ah, Redwood. Hello. You spot a guy riding down the road on a brown horse, wearing a brown fur hat and carrying a brown shopping bag with a brown loaf of stolen bread sticking at the top. You can tell it's stolen because the bag has a little picture of a loaf of bread on it. What? Anyway, he rides up and brandishes the great big loaf of bread at you. Hand over all your bread or I'll blunt you to death. Jeez, you sure like bread, huh? Yeah, it's kind of my thing. Offer him infinite bread. Listen, you know the old saying, give a man a fish he eats for a day, teach a man to fish he eats the rest of his life? I don't like fish. I just like bread. You kind of missed my point. I'll go slowly. You write down your mom's bread recipe and explain to him in short words. He gives you his large and very stale loaf of bread in exchange and rides away excitedly. Bread is the staff of life, but this is shorter. Much like a wand, really. Will there secretly be a red sword with a demon spirit inside it? The Swords comic reference. Guessing that's a weapon. I mean, it is more damage, but I only use the mysticality from it anyway. I'd rather be the bread guy. Why is this hammer so good? It's an ugly hammer. I don't like hammers much. Alexandria Ranch. Yes, please. It's somewhere else. Whoa. Shh. Cows will hear us. Hey! Late 24? Oh, these poor things. Goodbye. Well, wow, the place is very destroyed. Yeah, geez. I guess this used to be some kind of library? Some sort of burned up shelves still have books in them. Books exploding? Well, not usually, but Ma keeps a pretty steamy one hidden under her nightstand. Never mind. Diary of Alexandria. Alexandria. Through the diary, most of it's uneventful, describe the life of a woman who likes books and isn't interested in much else. It ends with a passage about a soldier from the nearby fort warning her about some kind of danger he wouldn't specify. So she moved her most valuable books to the cellar and took the ordinary precautions, e.g., boarding up the windows and not leaving the house at night. Turns out that it isn't much good against cannonballs. Moldering books. Mostly destroyed bookshelf. Advanced Beancraft Volume Love. Volume Love? Blood beans, that's regenerate. Bean golem. Uncanny presence. I doubt the bean golem's all that good, but you know, uncanny presence. Nice. I've noticed so many occult mysteries and you're only like 80% real at this point. You read the poem and briefly lose consciousness. When you come to, you look in the margins of the book and see that the poem has been replaced with a crude drawing of you. Horrified, you destroy the book. Just in case. Wow, that's impressive. Oh, half a cannonball. The front half. There's a description that you can mostly read. It says the cannonball came from Fort Treason, and it's got the dress stamped right on the surface. This bombardment was done by the army. The horror. Solid steel vault door. Where is the way to get into there? Oh, Fort Treason. Oh, you're a crack on the Northwest lightning stake. Too bad you don't have a forked lightning rod with you. Wait, that would work at all, would it? Hello, Fortsmans. They do not answering. I guess nobody's home. Let's have a look around. Yes, choose casually for useful and or valuable items. Good, you're learning fast. A Dibby Culverin cannon. Fine cannon Dibby Culverin in size. It's not the cannonball. It's rational. Every soldier man is gone. I'll look around and see if I can figure out what happened. Yes, Gary will waiting here. Cool. Alrighty. Artillery targeting flare. I need more needles. Oh. Private Lemon's Diary. Or Lemone's. It's an immaculate, cared for standard issue diary labeled Private Limit. It's private in two ways. Early diary is pretty dry and not very interesting. Just lists the day-to-day duties of a straight-laced soldier up in the hills without anything to fight. Toward the end, though, it starts to mention their commanding officer, Captain Simon, becoming increasingly agitated and convinced that a nearby ranch was being used as a spy outpost. Limit doesn't sound convinced, but as one annoyingly vague entry puts it, orders are orders. Last few entries have to do with dissent in the ranks and the possibility of mutiny, the thought of which Limit abhors. The rest of the pages are blank. It's amazing how humans have a habit of naming things after what they'll eventually be made into. Like how Chernobyl is apparently the Russian version of a word that translates roughly to toxin, or the Ukrainian word possibly. They are different. This must have been where they stored all the fire. Ah, that's why they say fire in the hole. Because it's normally in a hole. Ah, military cemetery. Sure. Look, through a gate, many of stone crosses. Those are graves. I guess military graves, since they're all the same in such neat rows. Soldiers? Yeah, even when they're dead, the officers make them line up. There's a shovel here. Walk around the shed. The caretaker appears to have been shirking his duties for quite a while, judging by the dust and cobwebs. Look at the tools. Well, there's a single tool, a shovel. As you already have a shovel, you leave it alone. It's not like you'd be able to dig twice as fast. Look under the chair. Like all chairs owned by one guy, it has years' worth of lint and food crumbs underneath it. Scope of the desk. It's covered with old paint-spattered newspapers and features of a large collection of tiny jars of paint, as well as a jar of fine-tipped brushes, a can of thinner, and a stack of history books. You find a flyer for a military reenactment enthusiast society. Apparently they meet regularly at Fort Memorial. Maybe that's what caretaker went. Ah, I've met this dude. This goblin is roasting a weenie over the eternal flame. I'm pretty sure you're not supposed to do that. No, it's good fire, not wasting it. Gary ambles over and chats with the goblin. Both their attitudes towards the whole thing seem to be basically, hey, why not? Hey, they asked me if I wanted to buy weenie. Nah. Gary shoves and waves by at the goblin. Oh well. Well, it sounds countless rows of columns and tombstones. They're not actually countless. I've counted them, and there are 999 of them. You can visit an individual plot by number if you'd like. Just because I know there's something here. Plot 420 is completely overgrown with mushrooms. You root around in a loose room and you find a book. Coincidentally, it's a book about mushrooms. Next to a tombstone, you find a pedestal with a leather-bound book onto it. It looks evil. You better grab it before somebody else does. Oh, I'm out of pop. I'm going to need to gather some. Yeah. I'm thirsty anyway. So, I shall return shortly. Hold on, let me get rid of the reanimating fluid thing over my notes for my CompTIA all notes to help me for the A plus quiz. That was the only notepad thing I had up at the moment. Be back. There's my BRB. Not running out of beverage now for a while. I brought down my Tulian. I'm out of breath. Where's my headset? No, it's over there. Ah. Ah. Um, Sergeant Major Paul Foley, 420th Infantry Division. No necromantic interference. Okay. I know there's some actually important ones, but I can't remember what they are. One. First Lieutenant Filomena del Cruz, 4077th Chef Medic Division. You're rattling and scratching over beneath the tombstone. Oh, Madame, I am, how you say, ending you. Gregarious, more accurately. Okay. Ooh. Um. Curious abandoned well. Damn well stopped to investigate it. Hearing a tiny sound, like a distant high-pitched humming? Me too. Aha, a well. A well of sounds where water is not. Okay. That's some shockweed extract. Yeah. It's lifeless. Whoa! There are a bunch of paper cards in this table. Punch cards. Single button top of the machine. You press a button, a machine speaks, it says poo poo. 7 buttons appear at the top. Oh, it's a harsh buzz. The 7 buttons disappear, and the original button appears again. Obulo, Stacosum. Very sudden silence. Put in a small punch card. You can't consciously make sense of what you're watching, but it's over you know things you didn't know before. Alpha word for decrease, brooch, and matter. Whoa indeed. Legs wear and solar. Destination and return. Fluid and central. Weather detected and education. The voice is Anal. Ganilla. I should drop a leave before I figure out what's going on with that. And I found the place with the punch cards. Yes. Or rather, the punch cards go to. Oh yeah. Professor. I have possibly things. Ooh. Green thumb. Daily spirits for foraging. Oh. I need to find more of those things. Hey, Gizmo doodads. El vibrato! Melt! Ooh. Safe in an unsafe location. I got myself money. That's about right. Watered Sally. Hey there, mademoiselle. You got some needles. Some disposable binoculars. I'll take those as well. Uh, that should be all I need from you. I don't need 2 black hoods, I don't think. And if I do, whoopsie. The overrider transporter starts insisting that you head into a labyrinthine network of box canyons. Deep within the boxiest of the canyons, you find a box of El Vibrato stuff. The one more batch should do it. Well, well, well. Let me just tumble into here. Got him right here. Hey, the lost dungeon. Oh, fine. Alrighty. Thank you for the keystone. Before I do that, there is abandoned well again. Whoop. You're a crack of a rifle, and a lead bee buzzes by your ear. I call bullets lead bees sometimes. Off in the distance, you see a skeleton with a rifle. It looks like she's lining up another shot. Challenge her abilities. Hey, excuse me. Technical question. How can you possibly aiming that rifle without eyeballs? The skeleton thinks about it for a moment, then overthinks it, and then finds herself unable to aim anymore. Hissing curses as she stomps away to find an optometrist. The centipede paradox or whatever. Yeah. Education. Staxuzam. Rotoki and Quickgate. Yeah, I don't know what I'm looking at over there. One of these caves I've already been to has a hello. You're a gunshot and a bullet pings off a rock near your feet. You turn around and look for the culprit and see a skeleton a few yards away. A skeleton with a buffalo skull instead of a regular skull. So that's how your day is going. Ooh, do I use the buffalo tranquilizers? Or do I outfox her? Use the buffalo tranquilizers. You throw the medicine ball at the buffalo headed skeleton. It shatters on her forehead, and one of the pills goes in her eye socket. She passes immediately and doesn't even wake up when you steal her cool bandolier. Okay. Whoop. Give me the tuna cactus. something fishy about that area. Nasty. Kuno Kuku's fluid Kanoko Kuruzo. Hopokuru's fluid. Thank you for the Hopokuru's fluid. Yeah. I don't even need those wet boots anymore. Well, rather than that, how about last touch of it mind. Oh, family of four sturdy cross. However, the bridge is only wide enough for two at a time, and they only have one lantern to light the way. You point out that it's broad daylight and they don't need the lantern. They seem a little embarrassed by this revelation and let you cross the bridge first. This sluice isn't very tight. These lockers are all unlabeled and unlocked. Gas mask and miter pants. Cigarettes, soda crackers, and sugar guns. Dynamite and a can of oil. Boil it, and then run down. You emerge from the elevator into a deeper mine shaft. By the light of your lantern, you see exposed meat veins on nearly every surface. It's unusual that there would be so much readily available meat left in a working mine. What were they digging for if not this? Well, I mean, it's not like it's in any large amounts. Yeah, it's totally out. He's gibbering and drooling and doesn't even distance you. But are you okay? Club, Berto, Gorto, Club. Aha. No reaction. A broken pickaxe. Shovels dull to uselessness. Was one of the miners digging with his helmet? This miner died trying to dig deeper with their hands. The ship is pretty, but it smells terrible. An effluvious emerald. Wow, pretty obviously made on purpose. Ghost picture reveals the stones are mortared together. What could be hidden in here? Talk the rocks to leaving. I believe that one is normally my favorite. Ow. Oh, my foot. I hit my foot against the back of my table. But I'll match it away. The pile is pretty. Mind over matter, magic over rocks. Insert a keystone. You made over examine the device. You accidentally stub your toe on it. It hurts, but the box moves. It must be lighter than it looks. No, it's a vibrator device. No Go Central, no Cube, Zvesum, Quick Gate, Punch Civic. Look inside. Oh, no! You've learned the elevator word for toilet. But if this has been abandoned for so long, how would there be any evidence of what it is inside of it? Organic matter that is fecal matter would eventually disappear. Unless if that toilet preserves it for some reason. Insert keystone. L vibrator loop. Monolith is dark. Machine is dark. Ooh. Push. First one. These things aren't really. Okay. Yeah, about that. Uh, I'll just have to survive. Yeah. And then, yeah. By the power! It's actually kind of loud. Should I turn that down some? Maybe I should have had it 100 to begin with. That's probably sensible. But my brain's not working very well, so, you know. Uh, oh yeah. I was like, what was I doing? There's this one. Oh, that was the speed, not the volume. Turn the depth there. There we go. That might be a little better. I must have turned up my volume in general at some point. Yeah. Oh, bam! Thank you. This is how I farm this stuff. A za, a pa. Use your bean. Go from 20 to 25. Yes. Butterbean. Whoa, what the? Huzzah! Good lord. Are they getting stronger? Because if so, I am not noticing it. Yeah, this is the way to go. Better safes. Better sorries. Oh, that's more AP. That's useful. That's useful. Probably should need that. Well, no, not right now. Uh, But I'm a grave here, which is a little weird. Maybe I got too big body and had to go back to get it. Man, I bet that would be really embarrassing. Oh hey, there's a few things in here already. Maybe they're just burying this junk, but forgot to fill the hole back in. Primary and offline. Destruction and maintenance. Equipment and source. Construction and system. Bridge and auditory. Refreshment select. Current array. North and investment. South and insert. Power, cash, local headwear, resonator, personal. Roberto, corruption sedative. Ichabu. It's probably telling me the number. I need to learn the numbers. What other... Snake pit mine, maybe. Maybe Coleridge. Yoinked. Ooh, a floral. Yeah. Lifty. No, that looks suspicious though. Oh. You hear a dry cough behind you and turn to see a skeleton dressed in a moldering old tuxedo and some top hat shuffling towards you, gesturing angrily with his walking stick. The funeral lily pinned to his lapel is gilded, as are all of his teeth. I guess he was trying to take it with him. Linda's sympathetic here. Something I can help you with, sir? The skeleton hisses and chatters his teeth at you, gesturing vaguely with his cane. Since you don't speak skeleton, nobody can because they can't speak. You have to figure out his complaint from the context of body language. It seems to be something along the lines of, I'm rich and dead. How come all these poor people get to be alive? Where's the justice and all that? You nod and make sympathetic noises in the right places. Eventually he runs out of steam. He throws his lid on the ground with a bah-like cough and shuffles away. Looks like they're playing Dragon Ball FighterZ next. So, Gilded Lily. It has Moxie. But it's pretty. Yeah, buddy. Ooh. No, I said thank you. Da, 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 da. Shh. Wasn't my intention, but that was funny. Oh. I think that's where the compass was buried, but it looks like something else would have been too. Well. Nothing. Fine, to the professor. Alrighty. Coffee flower. Sugar, my sister Sarah would love if that was an actual type of cactus. And I would love it for her. Good to see you again. Have you by chance taken the keystone to the lost dungeon of mine and looked for that unusual pile of rocks? You can always make a keystone with 5 more vibrant scrap. I have indeed. Oh, did you find anything interesting? Leave the professor alone. Hey, professor, I found a thing. Great, let's see it. Great. Wonderful. Aha, marvelous find. This device makes batteries, or will, once I fixed it. Batteries? Yep. The L Vibratoids power their portable equipment with little electrical marbles, like the one I put in your transponder. I'm sure I don't have to tell you, a regular source of those will be incredibly useful. Awesome. Yeah. 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 Back to that well, because there's something that was not that. Ooh! The goblin is wandering along the path, muttering and ranting out loud to himself. As you get close enough to hear, Gary gasps, Oh! Oh gosh! Such language of filth speaking! What'd they say? Terrible and hard to translating, but to do having with spore going into rock crevice, and also a human insult Gary not understanding? Whoa. Why not you cramming an entire baguette up your icing funnel? Wow, what? Go wearing a big old muffin, chucker. Where do you learn your talking like that? Fighting a guy to human cusses cake sucker. Now it shows you a pamphlet listed a variety of popular profanity. On the backside says, brought to you by the Brentwood Board of Tourism. Oh. Giving me this pamphlet and teaching you more better swearings. Oh, wow. Yes, okay. You rack your brain for all the best things you could. Your uncle used to say when he was roaring drunk, and Goblin is suitably impressed. Well, I don't really feel good about that. I am too instigating this. But I have a marble. I have the power marble. I have the power marble. I have the power marble. Okay. Nope. We talked about it, Monmouth, and so his life. Everything goes blue for a second. I don't expect it, yet I become energized. Okay. Well, if I recall correctly, there was. Is it this one? There's someone gibbering. I think it was a Dutch oven. I got one of those headbands. I should free him of his crazy. Whee! Oh yeah. Oh, I thought that I got that. My brother Luke. Oh, Luke was right over there. Slightly bigger around the grip then. Try it on. If you place that on your head, two things happen. One is that it begins humming and shimmering in a weird way of a random things to shimmer. And the other is that you suddenly feel as if you put earplugs in your brain. Your thoughts get weirdly quiet. Your sense of the surrounding magical and psychic energies is almost completely muffled. To be able to shut off my brain occasionally would be lovely. Many nights I can't sleep just because my brain won't shut up. Okay. Now I should be able to use it on it, right? You put the Elvaredo head on, blinks rapidly, shaking his head. Oh my goodness. Where am I'm still in the mine, uninjured, and hungry but not starving. So I can't have been here very long. Perhaps a day. Good, good. Well, I must have you to thank for it. Howdy, feeling better? I should say so. Thank you for outfitting me with this remarkable device. Don't mention, what's your name? Murray Morris. Excavator of the unknown and purveyor of mysteries. Fancy, what brings you to this mind? Why, excavating the unknown for mysteries to purvey, of course. This is Timbuktu. I must admit that until you put this device in me, I was quite overcome. Overcome? Quite. I'm oversensitive to psychic emanations, you see. Always have been. As it happens, this curious little hole is absolutely overflowing with them. They're none too friendly, I can tell you that for certain. It was risky business, my coming down here, but I took the gamble. Lost. It's a box thing that you happened by when you did, my friend. We should both get out of here as soon as possible. We could stay in a town called Dirtwater to the south. You could probably do some good business purveying mysteries there. I have no idea. Then I shall see you there. See you later, Murray. I mean, I should have probably looked up the optimal order to get the merchants in, but my brain's stupid. Did I talk to you yet? Cactus Bill, I didn't to see you around these parts. Well, gotta admit, I got a little envious when I saw you leave Morgan Springs, and I figured I'd hitch a ride out west to see what I could see. Just look at this place. So much hustle. So much bustle. Sure there's a lot of both of those. Hey, nice pot. Thank you kindly. So what's new? Well, to be honest, what's new is a profound sense of longing and loneliness. I'm sorry to hear that, Bill. Well, it is what it is. I was hoping I'd run across a similarly lonely cactus lady somewhere out there. Or, failing that, a normal human lady looking to marry a cactus. Or look, not yet. Of course, getting around is a bit of a challenge. But us cactuses live a long time. I'm sure I'll meet somebody. Someday. I'll keep an eye out. Heck, I sure would appreciate it. Yes. Let's see. So you should be selling something new. Ah, Grady, I noticed you got a new neighbor. Yeah, they're giving me a bulk discount on weird little magical charms, so I can make bandoliers with little magical charms on them. Interesting. Enchanted bandolier. This will take damage and speed. It's not really all that useful. Thank you, though. Oh, thank you again for telling me about this town. My friend, it's a marvelous location. That's two good turns you've done me. Oh, I don't mention. Speaking of which, here's your curious headband back. Fortune willing, I won't be needing it again. No more gambles like that for me. Why is it dark here? Atmosphere, my friend. I sell mysteries, things which cannot be properly experienced at the cold of day. Why not? Well, it wouldn't be any fun. Okay. Where's all your merchandise? It's in the locked case behind me. There are things that must be kept from prying eyes and unprepared minds. And thieving hands? Well, that goes without saying. Let's see what you got. Crisp beans. So this is where I buy them. Glass sphere. It's a near the perfect sphere of glass. Scarab. Look, if it conspicuous this. Ooh, that actually is useful for getting more money and stuff. I'll actually buy that. Thank you. Um, I'll do that for now. Um, I'll use the binoculars I got to see any new location. Double neck mine. Could keep the trees beautiful. Rocks, probably some mine leavings that got piled up here. No, a sign. It says Double neck mine. What is this meaning? It's just a name. Our names for things don't really mean anything. No, Gary is meaning orange blossom. I'm not sure what to do with this knowledge. Cute though. Barrel full of grease. Take some. Done. Except for the dust all over everything, the fact that the guy at the desk is a ghost, this looks like a regular mine office foreman. Or foreman's office. His ghost is busily shuffling the ghosts of papers on his desk. Excuse me, kid, I'm busy here. I've got a mine run. Take a hike, okay? This mine is still running. I haven't seen anyone around. We're miners, kid. If you saw anyone up here, I'd have to fire them for not doing their job. Do you know that you're a ghost? Do you know that you're a pain in the ass? No, I'm serious. You see me laughing? Silvertooth skull. Excuse me. How's your business? Oh, great. I'll give you a freaking door. See this face? See this happy face? And I'm double excited about answering questions from some random kid that walked into my office while I'm working. Look how ecstatic I am. It's quite a silver tooth you got of that sarcastic grin. Made it myself. I made a few little silver trinkets in my time. Now go away. You're a ghost. I have something that belongs to you. Oh, yeah? Well, it's a human skull. Notice the silver tooth? Look familiar? I don't mean to upset you, but I guess I forgot somehow. It must have been a traumatic experience. Oh, you think? You think maybe? Sheesh, give me that damn skull. It's mine after all. What happened? I don't want to talk about it. Frankly, kid, it's none of your business. Leave me alone so that I can get on with going the light or whatever. You sure there isn't anything you want to get off your chest before you go? Look, I got wrapped up in some stuff that made a lot of sense at the time, but I'm seeing things more clearly now. Aren't memories I care to relive with fresh perspective. And these aren't memories I care to relive with fresh perspective. I'm just glad Holloway got me before things went any further. Holloway, if you know what's good for you, you'll stay out of that damn mine. Just notice your fridge over to the desk. Jumping back by an elevator key. Extra grizzly jerky. You sit down and take a close look at the safe. It's a pretty standard heavy-duty safe with a dial-type combination. You press your ear against the safe door and slowly dial. Eventually you manage to pop it open. Meat nuggets and weird knife. Oh. Grab the helmet. The elevator is pretty dusty. It does appear to have been maintained for a while. Unlock the elevator. You unlock the level with the performance key and give it a yank. The elevator shutters and begins to descend, accompanied by the sound of clanging chains and grinding pulleys. Very quickly, it becomes too dark to see, and you pull out your lantern. Very slowly, the elevator reaches its destination. Pull the door open and peer into the gloom. Old pickaxe. HH. Man, I'm getting a lot of Holloway stuff. It's headless skeleton. Skullless. Skullless. No, German design is purple to dust, except for a wax paper sandwich bag. It's made probably raisins that weren't intended to become raisins. Bead iron. I'll take it. It's very old dynamite. Dynamite gets very dangerous when it ages, but I know better to try to stop you from taking a stick if you said you want one. I've decided that. You pick up the old dynamite. I don't recommend you do a lot of hopping up and down while you're carrying that. Well, I need to get the grease. Pull the lever. Grease that lever. You'll put your grease into the mechanism and use the sandwich bag to sort of goosh it up in there without getting too much of it on your hands. You're aiming hard on the lever and it releases the mechanism's wound-up springs, launching the minecart down the track with a terrific whang noise. Often as you hear a kaboom! It's hard to tell at a glance, but on closer inspection, Sky seems to have died in a face-down abasement of a prayer pose. Praying to the pit, maybe? It's difficult to say. Might have been weird. Might have been napping weird. You give the minecart a salute and respect of its valor and service. The skeleton seems to be reaching out to that weird statuette. Or reaching out with the statuette? But the hands haven't fallen, if it's possible to tell. Weird statuette. It's made of silver, and the tarnish and darkness make it hard to tell what it's meant to depict. Alrighty. Third of the hole. Alrighty. Do you need practically for something else? Intergestate next max. Third of the hole. For that into the hole. Horrifying concepts of next max. Basically further down the path that you're comfortable with. Where is it? Third of the hole. Oh well. What if I could melt this because it's silver? Oh. Silversmith. Oh. This is really. I forgot the darn combination to this confounded thing. If you can open, you're welcome to what's inside it. Silver nuggets. Cool. Silver bullet. Make silver needles. Make silver bullet. Make silver needles. Fort of Darkness. Ah, solitary, except... Yeah, the sitar music isn't very military, is it? All the cannons have flower stick in the barrels. Now seems to be in a daze, looking around, uncomprehendingly at the boots and cobblstones around him. Hi there, those are pretty cool boots you made. Are they for sale? Huh? Oh, no. I mean, I'd like to sell you them, but they aren't mine. You didn't make them? It's funny how everyone assumes that, but no, these were all made by elves. Elves? Yeah, man, like little elf guys. They're hard to see. Like, just out of the corner of your eye, you know? But I'll just be kind of standing here and then just kind of like, oh, hey, got another pair of boots in my hands. Guess elves have made some more boots. Huh. I haven't made a pair of boots myself in, I don't know, like a year? Years? Something. These elves keep making them, though. I don't know why. Weird. Okay. You should open a boot store. Huh? A store to sell your boots in. They're not mine, though. They're... Right, the elves. But the elves can't be making them just for fun, right? I think they're making them so you can sell them. Huh? Oh, yeah, that makes sense. There's a turn water. You could open a really nice shop. That's a pretty long trip, huh? Haha. But that could be dangerous. I'd be worried the elves wouldn't make it, you know? I've got just the thing. Wow, what? Look at these tiny little guns. See, with these, the elves will be able to defend themselves on the road to Dirtwater. Oh man, that's so weird. Okay, yeah, okay, cool. He packs his boots and tools together and heads on his head. It'd be kind of amazing if he actually makes the Dirtwater, but stranger things have happened. The young lady dressed in fancy, expensive traveling clothes, though hardware has made them dirty and ragged. Also, her pupils are about the size of teacups. Wow, hi, a new face, my neighbor. 1 second. Irene! She giggles. Everyone here calls me mushrooms, so I forget sometimes. Howdy, Irene. I'm Bear. What's your story? Oh, not much to tell. I was hitchhiking to Frisco a few months back, but I stopped here and never got around to continuing. You know, we're a big happy family here, and everyone's so nice and appreciative of how I know so much about mushrooms. Mushrooms? Uh-huh. They're good for all kinds of things if you know which ones to pick. If you want, I can sell you a few of my favorites. I have spare mushroom pliers, too, if you'd like to pick your own. Oh, let me blow my nose. I might have the pliers already. Would you like to buy a mushroom or a pair of mushroom pliers? How about a free mushroom? Well, I guess. Suppose they're ultimately free after all. Sure, one will hurt. Plus, what do I ever need meat for? Kirk is that charm. Kirk is a really talky lot about how to take advantage of hippies. Exactly. No thanks, see you later. That reminds me, did I ever read that book? Also, okay, that's not something to actually read. Myrtle. A lot of things for Halloween. Could have sworn I got a book at some point. Maybe I already read it. Ah, here it is. Mycology, Yorkology. Pass and fair mycologist. Mush! You know more about mushrooms than the average cowpoke. After you finish reading the book, you absentmindedly misplace it while musing about mushrooms. Drat. Oh. Hi, I'm Bear. Teeth, these clavicle femur teeth. Wow, okay. Uh, you hand her an armload of bones, and she starts mechanically picking through them, selecting some and discarding others based on criteria you can't discern. Eventually, having chosen the two best from the pile, she secures them together with wire and screws and hands you something that basically looks like a sword. Neat, thanks. Hand her some bone chips, and she stops muttering. Her eyes seem to focus a little, and she takes some glue out of her toolbox and presses the chips into her ring. As soon as she gives the ring to you, though, she's back to her muttering. Nice, thank you. Hi, I'm Bear. Salutations, Bear. They call me the Talking Tune because of my extensive knowledge of the principles of philosophy and the arguments and conundrums surrounding its various aspects and interpretations. I bet that's not why they call you that. Can I interest you in a discussion of the particulars of Gertzian philosophy, Bear? Sure, why not? The Talking Tune begins and you immediately turn about blah 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 blah, dialectical materialism, blah. Yes, I agree. Blah, Cartesian dualism, blah blah blah. Your posture alone is enough to keep him talking. Blah blah blah. Therefore, Plato is a terrible golfer. Blah blah blah. I understand completely. Blah blah. Propositional calculus. Blah blah. Allegory of the cave. He sees interest in your eyes and continues with renewed vigor. Blah blah blah. But that's beginning the question. Blah. Distribution and a current belief. Fascinating. Disposition of current belief. In a jar somewhere. Determinism. The meaning of. The meaning of meaning. Basically. Therefore, Hume is a terrible golfer. Did our internet stutter? Our internet might have stuttered. Because it said that Sugar is now using VTube Studio. And because she never shuts things down, that means it just restarted. I just look over at them playing Dragon Ball Fighter Z. Just see Frieza whining about something hurting. That was great. Hume is a terrible golfer. Make launches barrels onward. Categorical imperative. That actually seems like something this is rubbing off on you. You're well versed in currency and philosophy, or at least you're clever enough to pretend to be. Oh, I can't get the loca weed. I'm 5 away from having enough foraging. Oh, fight. Oh, that's right. Oh, hello. An odd flash of light nearby prompts me to stop and investigate. You discover a goblet with a strange hinged board covered with shiny foil, which they're using to reflect sunlight into a pair of leather boots. Hey, hello, what doing? Tanning. I'm a tanner. You are tanning boots? Yes, yes, sun using to making very tan. I was thinking that's how working, but I guess you're the expert. What? Offer to trade magic for boots. Oh, will you be giving me boots for teaching a tanning magic? Oh, wow, sure. You're teaching out a simplified, low-powered broiling cantrip that should roast the leather more quickly than sunlight. And they happily give you the boots as payment. Overly tan boots. Sarah sat in a small adobe building just on the side of the trail. See a young woman working on a broken water pump. She pauses to dramatically wipe sweat from her brow with her hat. You offer to help, but she just jerks her thumb towards the side in front of the building reading, Colligated Daughter's Pump Repair. All pumps repaired, effortlessly and expertly. And continues working on it. You learn a lot by watching her. Thank you, miss. Because of you, I know how to forage. From watching you fix a pump. Loco weed. Ooh. Hello. Oh, yes, hello. Yes, I'm Todd. Bear, pleased to meet you. So, what do you do around here, Todd? I'm a chemist. I've been researching properties of some of the local mushrooms. Properties like what? Like how did they get you totally wrecked, haha. Right. I'm kidding. They actually have a lot of interesting properties that could be a real boon to medicine. They may even hold a solution to many psychological disorders. Oh, well, that's pretty interesting. The fact that they also get you absolutely smashed is just a happy side effect. Woo! I see. If you have any Lactera still Dorithohipica mushrooms, I can refine them into a more potent potable, i.e., a potion. Hee hee. In fact, I do. He boils up your mushroom and distills it and resolves a little bottle for you. Go easy on the stuff, it has a real kick to it. Swoop is rocking back and forth, making floop, floop, floop noise as you rapidly flaps her lips with her fingers. Hi. Hi. What's that doing? Nothing really, just making dumb noises to entertain myself. It's kind of reminiscent of something, but I'm not sure what. She shrugs. You give it a shot, harp. What's this? It's kind of a musical instrument. You bite the narrow part and then, well, basically just do what you've been doing. She gives it a few experimental boings, and then knocks it on a sweet riff. Wow, this thing's like a revelation. Thanks. I feel like I should take this on a show on the road. Maybe try the Jewel Saloon in Dirtwater? Sounds good to me. Thanks again. She leaves plunking that twinger the whole way. Cool. That's right, I haven't had music on this whole time. Jeez, it's been eerily quiet, hasn't it? I believe I have some of the Kurtz Fit stuff. What all do I need? I forget. Pants, I believe. Yeah, I need pants, hat. Don't know about anything else. Military school class ring. Whoop. Alrighty. Bunch of military manuals, they all look to cover except for one. Cannon loading for idiots! This book is so rudimentary that's insulting to your intelligence, even though you know almost nothing about loading cannons. I may issue sidearm. Clacking, hissing sound draws your attention to a skeleton limping out of the shadows. She's wearing the dry-rotted tatters of an old army jacket, and is so full of bullet holes that she's more of a skeleton-shaped cloud of hovering bone splinters than a skeleton. She must have what they call true grit. Wait, hold on. This isn't possible. Yes? I mean, look at you. I'm willing to suspend disbelief for other skeletons because of, like, dried-out ligaments and so on. But there's no way you're holding together enough to stand up, let alone walk. Look at that femur. It's broken right through in 3 different places. Skeleton looks down at her shattered bones. While she's distracted, you quickly push her over and jump up and down on her until the fragments stop trying to move. You got a coccyx with the hole in it. Human tailbone with a finger-sized hole shot through it. Literally a skeleton's butthole. I mean, yeah, it is. It's a flare. Reason? Ooh. They select some different trees and leave. I will check the trees out in a minute. It's a cannonball. Oh. Can I use this now? Hello. Private Mathal's diary. Key to P.O. Box 114. 114, so. Well, I don't want to go with it. Most of Private Mathal's diary is empty pages, ink splotches, and La Trudia again, blah blah blah. Near the end, though, you start to see notes about the fort's commanding officer, Captain Simon, going off the deep end. As Mathal puts it, being stuck out here in the middle of nowhere doing nothing is driving the captain freaking bug nuts. When the captain eventually decides that a nearby ranch, occupied by a solitary woman and her book collection, was actually an enemy spy outpost, Mathal felt compelled to warn the woman, but was too worried about getting court-martialed to give her inconspicuous details of the looming threat. In an attempt to prevent an imminent cannonball bombardment of the ranch, Mathal stole some ballistic charts and hid them in a post office box during a shore leave in Dirtwater. This place doesn't have any damage working comments. What the hell? Unfortunately, the cannons had already been calibrated, and when Mathal returned to the camp, he discovered the shelling had already begun. In his last entry, he declares his intention to start a mutiny, but the diary ends there was no conclusion to the story. So to Dirtwater. To the Poe box. Create supplies. Okay. Poe box 14, or 114. So the P.O. box, Fortress ballistic charge. Back to Fort Triazen. Since your horse is smart and automatically follow the trail without much micromanagement, you have some time on your hands. This might be an opportune chance. Does my horse have that? I have the crazy horse. I don't know how good of an idea that would actually be. Anyway, there's a few chance to practice this week. This is many moves the big name gunfighters use. Every shadow can use a little extra razzle dazzle. Bust some sweet moves. You practice spinning your pistol around in your finger for a while, and even manage a couple hand-to-hand passes. And you only accidentally fired once, and didn't hit anything important. Nice. Can I do this? Still the ballistic charge, so turn the little knobs and cranks and stuff to the appropriate places. You run and pack and find a match. I didn't open those Voltoids, and those grapes are probably sour anyway. And then to the trees. Interesting. Books and books and books. Percussive maintenance. Advanced Minecraft Volume C. How to cheat at poker. In the ancient art of fixing machines by hitting them really hard. Yep. When you're done reading it, you notice that the book's spine is cracked. You try to fix it by hitting it really hard, but you end up just smashing the book to powder. Oops. Yeah, the nice lady that owns this books isn't going to like that too much. Bean Golem and Blood Beans. Bean Golem. Look at it. Unfortunately, one of your earlier experiments gets a little rowdy and eats the book. Bad, bad Golem. Cheating is part of the game of poker, but getting caught doing it is so disadvantageous. This book wants to turn your cheating into sneaky cheating. You quickly memorize the entire book. You ever know how to cheat at the weird variant of poker they play in these parts? You will almost certainly get caught. So to conceal the evidence of your dirty dealings, you eat the book. Well, my golem ate one book and I ate the other. And then I smashed the third. For the course, I guess. Alrighty. Lock case containing a book labeled Gold Medal Silversmithing. Sure. Thank you. Rich Vein, Poor Vein. The greatest love poem ever written. The dust jacket of this book is missing, so I can't tell you who wrote it. Who wrote it? Oh. Someone was so good you're afraid to even read it because you might fall in love with the book. It's a copy of a popular financial advice book from a few years ago. It's rare now because of various crusades to destroy every copy of it. The equipment is an entire book. Well, that would have been nice to know. Fortunately, the book is so old apparently that reading it once caused it to be destroyed. So much for literary preservation. Tragic. This book, written by an expert jeweler, Dabney Bronze, details advanced techniques of melting silver things and turning them into other silver things. An expert silversmith. After you finish reading it, you absentmindedly drop it in a nearby mailbox and are unable to retrieve it. Happy birthday, Mr. Postman! Where was the mailbox? Please. Oh. No, for a better robot. It's doing aimless donuts around the forest clearing. And down, boy. You put the poor out of misery, or boredom. I guess just existence if you prefer not to personify it. Looking at all these trees. You'd have to, there's nothing else to look at. And yet, a living box shouting to bring us here? Yeah, let's go ahead a bit. Slowly and quietly. Reverberant response at a medium tempo in volume. Tough and attentive, you say? Well, how tough and attentive? Let us see. Huzzah! Yeah, I didn't think so. Leaving Kimmy Cat's about to reach a deafening volume. Whoa! Yeah? This sheet is not so shot, but has an empty coffee cup in it. Word for footwear and garbage. Oh, gunshots and someone shot nearby. Decide to invest with instinct is basically what separates an adventurer from a sane person. You find a bandit in scorched and blackened clothes, wildly firing his pistol at the scenery. Everything shoots bursts into flames somehow. Go to hell, Cactus! Go to hell, Scorpion! Go to hell, Rock! Looks like we've got a real character here. Yes! Wow! Just send a little scenery to the cowboys below. How about I send you too? We're looking fine and dandy, pets for masters. No, thank you. Just dynamite. Question his beliefs. When you say you're sending stuff to hell, you don't mean that literally, do you? Oh, well, sure. You see a burst into magical fire at all? Well, yeah, but that's because using a gun is magically setting things on fire. Hell hasn't got anything to do with that. But look, let me see this gun. Yeah, just as I thought. These squiggles here, these are the old big city runes. Tabasco. Tabasco. It means bring the heat. It's just regular magic. It doesn't have anything to do with cows. Oh, shucks. I hear I thought I was doing something of religious significance. Nope, sorry. Guess I got some reflection to do. Go ahead and keep the gun. Okay, thanks. This you'll be caught red-handed even when you haven't done anything wrong. Hey there. Alrighty. Now, skeleton. You want to know how many firewalls it takes to consider an enemy skeleton? Just ask an owl. There we go. A little word bumper, just okay. Increase speed. Increase armor. Increase spell damage. Melee damage. Rage damage. Uh, there's the bone pile. Whoa. I'll go to Kellogg later. Milk. Milk. And time to finish this rhyme that I only ever heard of. First on Markipliers and then on Game Grumps. Because apparently no one in Ohio, or at least New York, says Milk Milk Lemonade. I certainly never once heard it in my childhood. The really faucet fuses fill it in. Only decides what's left of the beaker is. Your reaction subsides, you're left with a beaker full of surprising dishes of fudge. The whole process really turned a corner on you. Around the corner. If you need some bones or bits of bones or teeth or anything, just make a try to grab some. I'm not stopping you if we get a few miles down the road and suddenly you and your brothers say you need some bones. Grab some. Where do I get the buffalo bones I need for the buffalo thing? Do I just talk to the dude and be like, yeah, there's lots of buffalo. Spooky music. There's nothing in here, it looks like. Give me that. Buffalo. Buffalo, buffalo. Buffalo, buffalo, buffalo. Ah. Oh. Arg! A shirtless man in tight stretchy pants charges you out of nowhere. No more! No more mushrooms! No more yogurt! No more exploring my inner consciousness while running in place! I'm gonna kill something! Kill it and eat it! Holy jeez. Thankfully, you dig a hole in the ground and cover it with sticks and leaves. When the guy finally arrives, he was a long way away when you first saw him, and apparently heard him. He falls headfirst in the pit and knocks himself unconscious. Huh. I noticed you're missing pack rat. Yeah, some damn fool helped me stole it. No idea what they wanted it for. There's a reward if you recover it. Sure, I'll get it. As far as I know, those hippies are holding up for darkness. Thank you. Notice you with some buffalo. Never actually had a buffalo, but it's still a pedal swap just in case. Find me enough buffalo bones for a whole skeleton. I'll buy them off you for 50 meat. Only 50? That could be up to 10 years worth of memberships. Assuming you don't smoke too much, or in bed. I'll have to talk to you again. Why can't I talk to you again? There we go. Yeah, they're ridiculously full Kellogg stole it and used it for anatomy lessons. I tried to tell her it's stupid to use an ape skeleton to teach human anatomy, especially when there's plenty of actual human skeletons out in the desert for free. He just wanted to hear it, though. Listen, I'll give you 50 meat to go and steal it back from him. 50 meat for a burglary? Hey, recovery, not burglary. And heck, that's years of your membership paid back. Maybe as many as, well, you look like a risk taker. 3? Okay, I'll get it. Wonderful. Well, I guess I should go to Kellogg's place first. Get things out of the way. Whoop! Sean rings out, you duck in time to avoid your hat being ruined. The skeleton is standing in the road ahead, arms akimbo, hands just over her holster, ready for another quick draw. I'm finding a lot of female skellies. I don't remember fighting this many females before. Is it random? Oh, she's also lit on fire. I almost forgot to mention that. Lay down some science facts. You might not be aware of this, but although bone does not burn to ash the way wood does, intense heat does cause it to get quite brittle. Hiss. The skeleton goes for a gun, and the momentum of the quick draw causes her entire hand to pop off the wrist and sail through the air, landing with a plop at your feet. There, see? Told you. The skeleton runs away embarrassed. Cool. The Kellogg Ranch? A whole ranch! Not to burning or craters! Hey, yeah, that's unusual. A friend of cows? I doubt there's any such thing. Well, maybe. You never know. According to this annual chart, they've got a spleen mixed up with the liver. Fix it. Grab a pen to make a few corrections. Boy, there sure are a lot of books about enemas on the shelf. Mostly medical journeys and Bibles, some old National Geographic. Oh, hello. Hello. So here goes, huh? Yes, it does appear so, and alas, without me here to instruct them in my regimen of purity, all the patients have fled. It's probably not exactly why. They're left out ravaging the countryside and their own bodies. One cannot have purity of the soul without purity of the body, you know. What's this whole purity cake about, anyway? My threefold path to the elimination of corrupting influences. Would you like to hear about it? Sure, lay it on me. First, I call purity of the glands. One must rid oneself of all romantic and sexual desires, and cease any self-polluting activities. Like what? Smoking cigars? Well, yes, but thinking more of, nighttime activities. Alone. What? Anyway, that's the first step. Okay, what's the second step? Second step is purity of guts. This is accomplished through frequent cold water enemas. Yikes. And the consumption of wholesome and nutritious grain flakes, manufactured through my personal scientifically developed recipe. What makes it any different from other breakfast cereals? Did you not hear me? This recipe is scientifically developed. Alright, what's the third step then? Final step is purity of muscles. I've developed an extensive exercise regimen featuring several workout machines that I have invented myself. Neat, and all that together, what is it? My regimen eliminates corrupting influences from the body, thus purifying the body, mind, and soul. Well, that sounds like a good result to shoot for, and it works. Certainly does. Why, just look at me. You're dead. Only coincidentally. Uh-huh. Hey, that's my desk. Keep out. You're incorporeal, so go ahead and try and stop me. Well, I never. Kellogg's Grain Flakes preparation. Show the recipe. No. Secret button. What do you say about that? Huh? Nope. Keep calm and enjoy nothing. This is the most boring secret room you can imagine. There's a skeleton in this bed, and it's wearing weird metal pants. Chastity pants. This bed is empty. Paper under the pillow. There's a toilet paper or diary page. A post to achieve purity of glands, but I can't stand sleeping in those metal pants. They're so noisy, especially when I... Uh-huh. Bed is covered in bones. Thank you. Bed is empty. The bed is empty. It's a locker, and it is, not unexpectedly, locked. Crucifix. Bottle of laudanum. Needle. Whoa. Hold on. What did it say? That's an interesting aside, unless you're interested in thread, which you aren't. The only thing inside is a dusty old diary. Give me them hot secrets. Pick up the diary and blow off some dust. The diary of Blank Smith. First name has worn away, so you can't tell. But you can tell it was longer than 7 letters. Sadly, the contents aren't particularly juicy. Nothing joined Kellogg's health program because she'd had several relatives with poor health and wanted to preserve her own. She found the ranch to be pretty boring, but appreciated that the lack of anything much else to do gave her plenty of time to spend knitting. which was her favorite hobby. The last entry mentions Kellogg's death, rumored but unconfirmed to be due to a brain aneurysm caused by outrage at hearing a dirty joke, and that the author was returning home. Guess she forgot the diary when she left. That's not interesting after all. Kellogg's Ranch workout regimen, peppermint drops, cowboy chef hat. Ooh, spell damage. That's much less than what I have. I will need that for later. Purity is the best sauce. Supposedly, from what I've been told, it was only rumored that Kellogg had a major thing against, you know, such practices and stuff. But I don't know. With how bland the earliest Kellogg cereals were, he had to have hated fun in some way. Eight fathoms, 3 centimeters tall. You really don't know how to use this ruler correctly. Hello. Loose floorboard. With fingerprints. Kellogg Ranch keyring. Oh. Well. All those pics went to waste. Your body is still wrong. Yours is. There's a lot of grain here. If you ever need a lot of grain, you know where to find it. Unlimited grain. Thank you. Barbed wire. Ooh. Thank you for the needle. Manure. Wait, what's this? Bag of shroot roe. What deliciousness. There you go, my buddy. Agave. Agave. This expansive boring agave. But useful agave. Where is Redwood? As Armor carefully navigates a bunch of weird rock formations, everything suddenly goes silent. Everything except the racing of your pulse. That is because you stumbled across a horrifying ungulith. I've fought these before. These are nothing to me. Calm yourself there, horse. You drink more, do you get a beer belly? How does that work with a horse? I mean, you're walking on 2 hooves, so... Speaking of stomachs, I want to fill mine with some pizza. Here, I believe. Oh. Howdy, Hobart. Howdy, Bear. Managed to take a picture of that house skeleton yet? You betcha. Here you go. Great. Ah, will you look at that? What a beaut. Oh, thank you, Bear. I ain't got anything for your reward, but I managed to get some experience points out of it. Thank you, Hobart. On one hand, it's a modern convenience. On the other hand, it's got zero privacy. Flush it just for fun. Yay! Um... I owe you one piano. Darkness. It said how sad I got depressed rancher candy. Okay, who has it? Ladies, your back with the content in her head to notice. Yeah, what a surprise. Tall, muscular, bald man is leading students into an aerobic workout routine. His voice is powerful, yet disconcertingly soft as he counts off. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Excuse me, what's going on here? Exercise. You must strengthen the body. If the body's weak, the mind cannot be strong. These two are one. Who are you? I am Kurtz. My methods will assure to do age of power and will. Can I access with you? Eat some pizza while this happens. Cool. And now the bone pile. Grab a buffalo's worth. Got it right here. 50 meat. Got it right here. Well, this will do fine, just fine. Excuse me, I'll go wire these together real quick. He sets the skeleton up on his pedestal and returns to give you a pouch of meat. Cool. Marvelous, well done. Oh, welcome back, old friend. See ya. Meat drop bonus. Item drop bonus. Ooh, that is nice. Maximum AP. Please Damn dirty hands off it. Management. This is Kel's back rat. Untrue to its name, it is a solitary creature, but true to its name, it's a type of rat. That's not why it's called a pack rat, but okay. Una the owl. Whoosh. Plus 13 to spell damage, yes. You encounter a man who, for some reason, has set up 3 wooden posts sticking on the ground. With the first one, it's circled in a pyramidal stack of different sized stone rings. The man is looking at the stones, scratching his head. When he sees you, he asks if you might help you move the stones to the 3rd post. You give the man his stone rings the double middle fingers and stride away with deep satisfaction. I don't know what was going on there, but okay. Nope. Poo-poo. Well, I don't know what poo-poo means. I went to the wrong place. Not soup stock, is it? Great, now I have to go to the restroom. I'll be back. Burns. Soup stock? I don't think so, but my memory is easy. Not this place. It's like Coal Ridge or the Lost Touch. But first, drink water. Okay. Well, do I have anything else? Ah, not what I wanted to do. Who's that little man by the piano? That's what Ellsbury, tragic fellow he is. He was a writer and a poet. Came here west to sell his stories, but nobody were buying. Too weird his stories, fantastical like. Too bad, I love that stuff. Well, it don't matter much now. He had to get normal work to make ends meet. Did passing well as a prospector until one day he lost his mind in a mine. He what now? You know what I mean. He saw something that made him stop telling his weird tales. Make him stop talking near completely, come to think of that. He's just standing there by the piano nowadays. Seems to calm down, and as long as he doesn't make any trouble, I don't mind him too much. Feel a little sorry for him, to be honest. Poor fella. Fixed piano for you. I thought so. He sounds much better. Thanks a heap, Bear. I'll offer you a free room in exchange, but if you already got one. Extend how long I get it. Alrighty. His eyes light up. Well, one of them does. The other kind is stuck in a perpetual squint. Does this belong to you? He takes the helmet from you. It takes him A moment to find his voice. It does. Long time ago. I don't suppose there's anything else where you found that. You mean this? Yeah, that stuff could. Could I? Yeah, here we go. Perhaps at the bottle and drinks deeply. After a few moments, his demeanor changes entirely. He looks like a man 20 years younger. Would you like to hear a story? Yes, Elizabeth tells you a tale of a racist who is mysteriously transported into a strange catacomb inhabited by invisible ghosts. Something about that story. You really lost yourself in it. The story of a gravedigger who rides a strange train to a forgotten human plateau inhabited by violent people. How many do I have? By I do not see. Ah, there it is. I have 4 still. Okay. Tale of a candlestick maker who takes his zeppelin to a mysterious cavern inhabited by intelligent skeletons. A butcher who suddenly awakens in an otherworldly windswept kingdom inhabited by invisible machines. Tale of an insomniac who finds a hidden staircase leading to an ancient catacomb inhabited by violent dogs. Uppos tells you this tale of a forgotten hellscape where immortal machines live in harmony with violent beasts. Cool. Did I ever return your thing, dude? I have not. Did I just roll down off screen? Well, whatever. Here you go. Next thing I need is a certain kind of hot pepper. It's called a murder pepper. Because it's really spicy? Because it literally has a knife and it kills people who ask dumb questions. They grow in the area outside of town. You should be able to find one if you just wander around for a while. You mean like this? Pressure was something that makes your eyes water. Trace of swords, a vividly colored red shape hanging from a scraggly little plant. This must be the southeast western murder pepper the fellow with the jewel was talking about. Grab your finger and thumb immediately starts throbbing as you pluck the pepper. You toss it into your rucksack before it can do any more damage. Find the burn pepper? Yeah, here it is. Ah, nice big one. That'll last a while. Good going. Okay, so if you're still looking for stuff to do, I need someone to go check my mail. I ordered a new saute knife, but I haven't got time to go fetch it myself. Here's a key to P.O. box. 441. These are probably hints as to places in the other area, which I should try to do before I forget. But first, this before I forget. Because I'm forgetful. Saute knife. Saute knife. Oh, sorry, Bill. You just keep sitting there. Find any more cactus wine or beer or whatever the cactus liquor was? I'll give you some. Because you look a little bit parched out in the sun like that. Does he actually move a little? I imagine he has to some degree. But how much? I'm very curious. Because it seems to imply not much at the beginning of the game. But I know that, well, with what I know with the end, I would imagine he has some form of locomotion. Excellent, this worked a lot better than that hammer I was using. Yeah. Okay, I'll leave one more favor for you, but it's the most important. I used to have this recipe for a very secret jerk sauce, but my jerk friend Dave J stole it from me, and then he died and took the secret to his grave. Literally, I mean, he was buried with it. You want me to dig up his grave? He's dead, he won't mind. Well, okay. Graveyard in a minute. Military cemetery right now. Sure. How you doing, Sally? Nothing new yet. Nice to run into you, though. Hold on. Oh, yeah. Did I lose the P.O. boxes? The keys? Keys. Use them. They're gone. 112 was one of them, I think. First Lieutenant Sapulon des Monez Hutchinson. 4077th Chef Medic Division. You can hear this Graves resident scratching at his coffin. Wow, you were faster than Buffalo Bill? I'm impressed. To the graveyard. Where is it? There it is. Not interested in those. I have most of what I need for that ritual. L A C W. Instead, of course, it contains garbage bag. Reach the garbage bag and I'm surprised to find it full of pudding. No, not just pudding. It's pudding and motor oil. Who would do this? You manage to finally reach all the way to the bottom of the bag and retrieve a sodden lump at the bottom. You unglob the wad and dry it off, then wash your arm in a nearby ditch. It's better be worth it. Dave's secret sauce recipe. Is this a riff on this sauce or whatever? That it's pudding and motor oil? I have maximized my AoE damage. Ugh. Oh yeah. Thank you. Oh, salute. Stop. Thanks a million, buddy. Now my slop will be world famous. Yeah, let me give you a little something for all your trouble. It fell a slop, but it's still good. Yeah, I did learn to silversmith better. But I learned to silversmith better. A silver plater, I have barbed wire. Not pistol. Some of the cardboard coil barbed wire. Turnip is so expensive. Looking to keep some cows off your property, yeah? Good thinking. Where is that one place? Not all dead. Lazy Dude Ranch? Whoa. A rustling sound from the bushes draws your attention, and you decide to investigate. Because that's what adventurers do. No matter how bad of an idea it will turn out to be. The rustler turns out to be a goblin. A goblin wearing, clown makeup and practicing their cartwheels. And mostly failing. Eventually they give up on tumbling practice and start repeatedly throwing a shiny metal ball in the air and catching it. Wow, hello? Hello, hi. What are you doing? I am learning to juggle. It tosses a single ball up into the air again, but distracted by the conversation, misses the catch. Okay, but why? A clown becoming, joining the circus, far away to traveling, far to traveling, and then to popping. Ah, okay, I guess that makes sense, kind of. Teach it to juggle. Better to juggling with more than one ball. Sorry, only one ball to having. You know who else only had? You know, else only had, or is going to have. You know what? Never mind. What? You teach the goblin a simple levitation trick that makes a one-ball juggling routine a little more impressive, and to thank you by sharing their lunch. Yay! One more pollen. Howdy again. I brought a silver fence. I got some silver plated barbed wire for you. Whoa, that's the stuff, man. Heck yeah, no, can't totally give the cows away. This is like a real epiphany, man. You could grow me a crop of cows, man, then? Sure, man. Right on. I'll have like the fence set up by tomorrow night, and then I'll get the cows paid and seeds planted. This stuff goes pretty quick. I should have a crop for you in about 3 days. Okay, cool. No, thank you. You just ate the best beans, and you're not just saying that because you made them yourself. The seltzer is nice for different reasons. But I will need to be able to do all the side quest stuff that I plan on doing. But that might be all for tonight. Hopefully I'll be more cognizant for next time. This was fun. Yeah. So, I think this will be it for now. May you all have a wonderful day. And I guess I'll see you next time, if you feel like it. Bye bye.